In this episode of the Primer, we talk about the circumstances in which the Dogra rulers initiated the dual capital system in Jammu and Kashmir in the 1870s.
The Darbar move, a 19th century innovation that shaped Jammu and Kashmir's dual capital legacy. In 1872, under Maharaja Ranbir Singh of the Dogra dynasty, the princely state of Jammu and Kashmir introduced a practice that would define its administration for almost 150 years, the Darbar move. Every spring, the royal court and government secretariat shifted from Jammu to Srinagar, returning again in autumn. What began as a matter of climate and strategy became, over time, an emblem of the region's political unity and cultural rhythm. The origins of the Darbar move lay in both geography and geopolitics. The Dogra kingdom spanned low-lying Jammu, the temperate Kashmir valley, and the highlands of Ladakh. In winter, snow closed the passes into the valley. In summer, Jammu sweltered in subtropical heat. Ranbir Singh's officials could not operate effectively from one capital year-round. Shifting the Darbar ensured that governance remained continuous and symbolically accessible to subjects in both major regions. There was, however, another layer of influence. British officers in Lahore and Murree, already watching the northern frontier with concern, encouraged the Maharaja to station his government for part of the year in Srinagar, closer to the routes leading to Gilgit and Central Asia. At the time, the British Empire feared growing Russian advances southward through Central Asia, the era of the Great Game. The Dogra rulers' summer presence in the valley, near the strategic mountain corridors, served imperial as well as local interests. It demonstrated sovereignty while reassuring the British that Kashmir was securely under loyal administration. From that first journey in 1872, the move evolved into a grand biannual migration. Hundreds of officials, soldiers, clerks, and animals, and later rail wagons and motor convoys, carried thousands of files, tents, and furnishings across the Pir Panjal range via the Jammu-Banihal route. What began as logistics turned into ritual. The sight of the Maharaja's entourage winding through the mountains became a symbol of connection, governance in motion, uniting two very different capitals into a single polity. Even after the Dogra monarchy gave way to elected government, the Darbar move continued. It survived the turbulence of independence, the 1947 war, and decades of political change. For generations, it came to represent a shared administrative heritage, reminding people that Jammu and Srinagar, though distinct, were inseparable parts of one state. By the late 20th century, it had also acquired an emotional dimension, a festival of continuity that marked the changing of the seasons and the rhythms of governance. In 2021, 2 years after the abrogation of Article 370 and the reorganization of the state into a union territory, the administration suspended the Darbar move. The government argued that electronic records and e-office systems had made the costly biannual transfer unnecessary. Yet, many saw in the decision a deeper symbolism, part of a broader attempt to redefine Jammu and Kashmir's cultural landscape under the post-370 order. In 2025, the administration revived the Darbar move, though in a ceremonial form. Not the full caravan of old, but a symbolic resumption, acknowledging the practice's place in regional memory. Whether the move will ever return in its original scale remains to be seen. But its endurance, across empires and political systems, has made it an intangible heritage of governance, born of mountain necessity, sustained by political balance, and remembered as a living link between the valley and the plains.
Thanks for watching this episode of Primer on Jammu and Kashmir. Here is a quick note from the editors of the Dispatch. While dealing with historical events, we are conscious of the fact that history has no single view. In places like Jammu and Kashmir, this can be more complicated. While explaining the events of history through this primer, we are taking the best possible care to be objective and to offer context wherever views differ starkly. We welcome you to write to us and enrich the knowledge base on Jammu and Kashmir.